Coincidentally, some of these very same people are the ones now telling you that Russia is the biggest threat we face. It goes without saying that they're lying, and they know they're lying, but what they're really doing is trying to cover their tracks. Bill Gertz has been covering the threat from China longer than almost any other American journalist. He's a senior editor at the Washington Free Beacon and the author of I War, War and Peace in the Information Age. Bill Gertz joins us tonight. Bill, thanks for coming on.
Sure, good to be here.
So give us a sense, if you can, and I know it's a complex topic, but give us a sense of the scale of Chinese spying on American industries, government, and our military.
Sure, it's a three-pronged threat. You have traditional spying. Right now in Alexandria, there are 2 ex-CIA officers who are under investigation or being prosecuted for spying-related activities in China. Then you have the cyber threat, and this is a massive theft of technology from both the government and the private sector. And then last are what they call the non-traditional collectors. That's the 350,000 Chinese students here, researchers, academics, and they're all working to gather as much a secret government, Chinese government-directed program to steal all the most modern technology. They're going after the cutting-edge stuff right now, artificial intelligence and quantum computing.
So who's mining the store? Who's protecting American industrial secrets and military data?
Well, it's the FBI's job to go after Chinese spies. Just this week, Bill Evanina, the head of the counterintelligence unit called the National Security and Counterintelligence Center, said that not enough has been done to deal with this Chinese espionage and technology collection threat. And he basically upgraded the threat. During the Obama period, where they didn't go after this at all, now he said it's a grave threat to U.S. national security. And it's primarily in this economic sphere that they're going after our secrets, as well as military technology as well.
So, I mean, given that the Chinese economy is about to surpass America's in size, assuming it hasn't already, they are obviously our main rival on the world stage. Why didn't the Obama administration for 8 years respond to what is clearly the preeminent threat we face?
Well, it's the same thing with the Russia probe, too. They knew about the Russia interference going back to 2015 and did nothing. So basically, it's been a passive approach. They relied on just diplomatic niceties, and they basically ignored this growing intelligence threat that, as you said, is the massive amounts have been totaled between 200 billion and 600 billion annually in our most cutting-edge technologies.
Well, you would think that American industry from whom this data is being stolen would be complaining in public, but they're not.
No, they're not. There was a meeting last year with a lot of the tech chiefs with Trump in the White House, and basically all of them said, you've got to do something to cut off this Chinese theft of technology. They're just pillaging everything that the Silicon Valley has, and there's been literally nothing done to try and stop that.
It's absolutely terrifying. Very quickly, do you think, almost a rhetorical question, but the relentless focus on Russia hacking our election, whatever that means, does that detract from our awareness and our ability to respond to China?
Absolutely. I mean, Russia does pose a threat, but it's a different level of a threat. I mean, all you have to do is look at the 2 economies. The Russian economy is 7 times smaller than the Chinese economy. So they're not as great a threat as China. And so it's really important that the United States government take action to stop Chinese espionage.
Yeah, like tonight. Bill Gertz, thank you. You've been reporting on this for longer than most people have been paying attention, that's for sure. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Senator Kirsten Gillibrand of New York says that if Lehman Brothers were called Lehman Sisters instead, the entire 2008 financial collapse never would have happened. More from the genius